Okay, guys, today we review the present perfect progressive, okay, and also we talk about study abroad, okay. So it means that we have some situation when we need or when we have the opportunity to study in other place outside Mexico, in USA, in Canada, maybe overseas, in Europe, Asia, etc. Okay, so when you if you have a good opportunity to study abroad, try to take it, guys. So we ask some questions. I ask, have you or anyone in your family lived abroad? For example, said Priscilla said that her aunt has lived abroad. Where? In USA. I don't remember if it was in Houston, but she says something about USA. For how long? Well, we didn't ask that. Maybe she's still living there. I don't know. Now, then we ask, have you ever had a roommate? A roommate? Nobody says so. No, someone says no, I haven't had a roommate, or you can only say no, I haven't. Now, that's why we don't know any name, right? Now, have you ever been to Paris? Well, nobody has gone to Paris, so the answer is no, I haven't, or no, we haven't, or no, nobody haven't, or no, I haven't been in Paris. A complete answer, okay? Nobody hasn't. I'm sorry. Now, well, if you have gone to Paris, well, you can say I have been in Paris for about 1 year, if the answer is positive, right? Now we have another question. Have you ever had a private tutor? Well, some of you said that in junior high or high school we had a tutor, okay, that can help us in some subjects, okay, or with something in particular. Also now in psychology you also can have a tutor, okay. So somebody says yes in high school. Yes, in high school I used to have a tutor. Oh yes, I have had a tutor in high school. Okay. Now for what subject? Well, I didn't ask that. Okay. Well, some of you could have a tutor on math, because math and algebra are, or chemistry, or physics, are difficult subjects. Well, at least for me. I always have been with extra classes in math. Well, anyway, have you ever been homesick? Well, all of you said that nope. So you can say no, we haven't, or no, I haven't. Um, if the answer were yes, if the answer was yes, or if the answer could be yes, well, you can say that maybe yes, I have been homesick because I miss my mom, I miss my parents, I miss my family, etc. Now, have you felt like working abroad? Well, Stephanie says that she wants to work abroad, okay? Maybe when she finish her studies, maybe she can save some money and go to Canada or to USA or maybe to Europe, okay? To work and have another kind of opportunity. Well, she didn't say what place, okay? So we have that answer pending. Now the last question here is: have you ever made a long distance phone call to someone abroad? And well, just write that some of you have made it, because I suppose that on the chat or on WhatsApp or on your telephone, maybe you have called to somebody else, maybe in the States or Canada, etc. Okay. How much did it cost? Well, that question is not good for now, because we can call anybody by phone, okay, by cell phone, and it's the same cost, right? Then we make another questions, okay. In this survey, okay, you're supposed to answer very useful, useful, not very useful, okay? And at the end, you're supposed to ask two more questions, okay? Everything is about learning a new language, okay? For example, if you want to go to USA, some people can go to Michigan, to Chicago, to San Antonio, Houston, to New York, to improve your English, to practice your English, or maybe you can go to, if you have the chance, you can go to Canada, to Toronto, okay, or maybe you can go to Montreal or Canada to speak, to learn French, okay, or maybe you can go to Europe, to London, okay, also to study English. And we ask, have you been taking part in an exchange program? Well, no, all of you said no. No, we haven't. No, I haven't. I also asked, have you been listening to English songs on the radio? Raul said nope. I don't remember if Edward said that he has been listening something in English. Then I asked, have you been watching TV and films without subtitles? Nobody answered the question. At least Edward, he said that sometimes with subtitles. It's important that you practice your English with programs, with TV programs, with series, with Netflix, Amazon, YouTube, whatever you want to see. But with subtitles, well, at the beginning you can use them to practice, and then start using without subtitles so you can understand the sentence, the pronunciation, the expressions, that you can use comprehension by yourself without subtitles. It could be better, okay? Now, I ask also, have you been reading books and newspapers? Well, nobody answered that. But I hope that you've been reading at least Spanish books or psychologist books. Now, I also ask if you have you been taking grammar lessons? Of course not, right? You don't like grammar. Well, maybe some of you have reviewed some grammar lessons, okay, for the test. Also, I ask, have you been taking a conversation lessons? No, nobody answered that. But also, it's a good practice, okay, to have conversation lessons to improve your English, your comprehension, your speaking, etc. Okay, your listening also. I ask also if you've been studying with a private tutor. Uh, well, this is kind of similar this question. So Priscilla said that on high school she had a private tutor. Well, anyway, you know that to have a tutor in these days is difficult, but everything is possible on the internet. So it's kind of difficult to go to a place and have some accessories, okay, some extra classes, but you can do it online also. I also asked if you been studying in a classroom. Well, of course we haven't, right? Because since March 17, nobody has gone to the school. Okay, on March 17, if my memory doesn't fail, since March 17 was the last day of classes that we went to the classroom physically, to the school. So if you have been studying in a classroom, well, we can say that we haven't. At least not in these days, right? Have you been using a computer? Of course, everybody has been using a computer, right? To study, for classes, to make homework, to do some jobs, to work also if you are working if you are like home office. Everybody is using the computer, the internet, okay? And of course, I asked if you have you been traveling abroad. Well, at this moment, nobody is traveling. Okay, maybe the last time that you traveled maybe was in January, in February. Okay, but not at this moment. Well, these are some exercises that we make. Um, I would like that you can review it. Anyway, if you have any question or comment, please let me know.